Hey, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Portland Snowhawks and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Being chased out left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it with the option right. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 and a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
The yard brings up 4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Under 10, 10.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, man open left side is Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
It's the score, Ravens 7, Snowhawks 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
3 yards. First down, Snowhawks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Josh Lambeau is set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 24, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he's forced out left. And that is incomplete here.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
27 on the play. 1st down, Portland.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On play action, they'll throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, report.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And option handoff here to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. So probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down in bounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good. 2nd
and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10. at their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Johnson on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for number 23. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll find Hall. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And that will write a finish.